Welcome to Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a service of KMVT Community Media. I'm Bev Lenahan, your host, and our guest today is Jerry Liu, Vice President of the Cupertino Library Foundation. Thank you for coming today, Jerry. Nice to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me here, Beth.
Well, we have a very short time, and I know there's lots to talk about. There are many programs that are available to the community residents of Cupertino as a result of all of the good work that the Community Library Foundation does. Tell us about a few of those this afternoon.
Well, I'd be glad to, and thanks for the kind words, Bev. So Cupertino is a very diverse community. We have longtime residents, we have people who are new to the neighborhood, in some cases new to the country, and so there's a wide variety of interests. And so I thought what I do today is just talk about some of my own personal favorites. The first I like to talk about is what we call our Fall Performing Arts Series. And so this is where we basically host local groups to make music and dance performances. You see here there's a list of these different groups, and so these are very, I think, attractive for folks who enjoy live performance, enjoy dance, and enjoy the arts, really. Okay. The next one I like to talk about is something we call fusion. Art, science, technology. And here, this is for folks that are perhaps a little bit more interested in science. We live here in Silicon Valley. A lot of folks are interested in what's happening. What's the latest going on in not just science and technology, but also the arts.
And how they're integrating. They're being so much more integrated today.
Exactly, exactly. It's really looking at that integrated whole. And so what we do is we host, we basically bring in speakers in these different topics to come in and talk to the residents about what's the latest, what's been happening there in these different fields, such as 3D printing, industrial design. We've had a speaker telling us just about what's the arts and cultural ecosystem in Silicon Valley is like. Right. Next one I love to talk about is about Star Trek. So the last several years we've been fortunate to be able to host actors and writers from the Star Trek series to come in and basically share with us about their memories, but really looking forward to the technology and how Star Trek's affected the technology today. Another one I like to talk about is the Globe or Shakespeare, and this is Shakespeare Films, and this is in collaboration with Blue Light Cinemas and Shakespeare's Globe.
Partnerships, I love it.
It is a partnership, and the idea here is we take these theatrical productions that have been captured on film and bring them to Cupertino so our residents can enjoy them without having to go off to Broadway to see these plays.
And no charge, right?
At no charge. These always sell out. These are among one of our most popular
That's
topics.
Wonderful. Great.
And then the last one I'd just like to touch on is CU Hacks. And it's an overnight hackathon for teenagers. In fact, when we did that, it's the very first time that there's been an overnight hackathon for teens in public libraries. And in 12 hours, we asked them to come up with a solution to a problem, code it up, and make a 1-minute pitch video.
Oh my.
And if you go on our website, you'll see wonderful examples of what these teens are able to do.
I hope they had lots of sugar.
And yes, and sugar and soda and cookies, yes. So these are just some of the examples to give you a sense of the breadth of the different programs that we offer.
Well, I know the funding has to happen, too, to make these free programs available to all of the community. So how can people help?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Bev. So I'd like to invite folks to our website, CupertinoLibraryFoundation.org, where they can find information about not just the programs, but how they can volunteer, how they can contribute to make these programs possible.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure people will want to help because these are invaluable services for young and old alike. Thank you, Jerry, for being here today.
Thank you very much, Beth.